Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. They'll find good one here on the right side. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Brady. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Man, I got you. 46 to Mike, 46. Here we go. 46 to Mike. 46.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
You got three down. Check motion. Here we go, checking motion. Check the call.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On first down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brady now to throw. It's Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Brady again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.